It's crazy to think that like I'm 18 now, and like I'm not waking up, and you feel me, I'm not going to sleep at nighttime and expecting to get up for school in the morning and shit. It's like I really have freedom to do whatever I want to, and it's like, bro, that shit just motivates me so much to like actually do some shit. Like, bro, I think I got a problem because like, bro, every single like second of every day, like if I ever catch myself not doing something, bro, I feel terrible. Like my friends and shit telling me, oh nigga, relax, like you just gotta be patient, motherfucking sometimes you got to stay down, da, 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 da. I'm like, nigga, what? Bro, that shit don't even be clicking with me, bro, because like how can you just like be okay with not doing shit? Cause like me personally, bro, having fun and shit, like the normal things that people think are fun and shit, that shit just not fun for me. Like I'm out here like trying to get to the bread and shit. Like that's just the only thing, and it's not even that that's the only thing that I'm focused on, but that's the only thing that satisfies me when it comes to doing shit. Like, bro, I hopped on the game, bro. Like I wanted to play the game and shit with my peoples and shit. Soon as I hopped on the game, bro, I felt like that shit was a waste of time. Like what the fuck am I doing, bro? I'm leveling up in the game and instead of real life. And it's crazy because I was just in school and shit like that. Like I was just thinking about this shit heavy and like what I'm gonna do and shit. And it's crazy. Like the year after high school is like, like look, me, I've been grinding ever since I was like 15, 14. No, I was 15 when I got my first job. But it's like I've been grinding ever since. And bro, I just been working and working and working. I always tried to work to get a car and shit, cause I gotta buy my own car and shit like that. Gotta do a lot of things on my own. So I was working for that, and I always had a goal to work towards. And it's like once I got out of high school, like, and I didn't have a car because, bro, I was working 3 jobs when I was 17 to get my second car. Cause I bought a car when I was 16 for $50, and then I sold that bitch for like 650, made my pros off that shit, and then I worked 3 jobs to get a second car, which was a shitty car, and it ended up costing me a whole bunch of problems. I had to work on it, bro, in the midwinter, bro. I was working on my car, bro. I bought parts, nigga. I bought everything I needed. I had the terrible car, bro. I had to take apart the whole engine, the engine mounts, nigga. I had to do all of that shit. I shouldn't be cussing, but I had to take apart the engine, bro. That shit was terrible. It took me like 2 months because like my car broke down all the way out in Detroit, Oak Park. So I had to fucking come back home, go out there, work on it. Like, you feel me? That shit was just a difficult process. And it's crazy to think like trusting the process and everything. And you feel me? I worked harder, bro, and then, I didn't let that shit discourage me, bro. I done been through so much shit, like, and then kept working, bro, and working. And that was my goal. That was, like, my main focus. That was, like, the fire that was in me. But I also had more shit to focus on. And so I was working towards that shit, and boom, I got a brand new car and shit like that. And I was able to stack up some money. And, money is not the most important thing in life. And it's about being happy with yourself and shit like that, and giving more love to yourself. Because if you have these certain things that you do that make you happy, like let's say you like to hoop and shit like that, like, yo, that's different. You like to go to the gym, you like to do certain shit like that. Like me, I try to do things that are productive, like in my life and shit. Cause you never know, like when you gon' like how much time you have left here. Like you never know how much longer you got. Like today could be your last day. Tomorrow could be your last day. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning, bro. I just got done making a song and shit like that. Like I might not have like something going exactly, but that's not gonna stop me from still trying and taking risks and doing things like that. Last month I made like a few $1,000s off the crypto shit. I made like $9,000 and shit, like, and that again was like it was just me doing something, because like I've been onto this shit for like a year. And when I was 11, I started doing research on the stock market and shit, but I couldn't get an account or nothing shit, a brokerage account, because I had to be 18. And bro, I just realized that if you try and you do your research and you spend most of your time doing things that are productive, bro, then you will see the results from that. Like any one of my friends that was telling me, oh, it's like, you feel me? Like I understand people ain't as motivated as me, or ain't got the same goals, and people don't got the same vision, and things like that. People got their own things to focus on. But I feel like if you have a strong circle and a strong support group, then you can go places faster. If you have four people focused on the same goal but doing different things to achieve that goal and working together, then you can save so much time. For example, right? If you want to make some music, right? First off, you got to make the song, you got to make the beat, you got to engineer it, you got to find the title, you got to find a thumbnail, then you got to post it. All right, then you got to promote it afterwards, da da da. Imagine if you had four people doing one task at a time. So, for example, you have a producer, one person makes the beats, you have an artist, one person records the music, and then you have another person that makes the thumbnail, and then you have another person that edits the video. And now you guys can all focus on this one song that you're trying to get out, and then you can get that shit out in a day or quicker, and it could be better results and stuff like that. So I feel like when you have multiple people working on the same task, then in a strong support group, like those people are like-minded people and things like that, then that's going to be a lot better to actually achieve, and it's going to help you go places farther. And me, bro, like, I realized, bro, I don't have that super strong support group. Like, my brothers and shit, like, we make music, but I feel like we not all motivated on the same task and the same goal. And that's because, like, I got somebody that does my videos and stuff like that. Like, I feel like it's also about your network and the people that you know, and the people know. Because if you know somebody that knows somebody that does this, you feel me, then you can get into contact with them. And everything is about money nowadays. Everything is a business, and people be charging for things, and people be making money. Nowadays, this digital stuff, there's a lot of people making money off of here, and it's a good thing because anybody can do it. Like, you can start your own business. It's just whatever you're good at. Like, if you're good at if you can edit videos and stuff like that, there's people that will pay you to edit their videos. And if you can make a thumbnail and things like that, a cover art for a song, or a music video, or anything like that, then people will literally pay you for that. So it's many ways to make money and stuff out here. And everybody be charging, but when you know people and you get close, locked in like that, and a lot of people think like, oh, this shit just gonna bend to their will and shit. Like, oh, I don't gotta pay. Like, people really be going out here thinking that they don't gotta pay to win. Like, bro, if you want somebody to do something for you, bro, you gotta provide some sort of value for them to be able to do that. Like, you think I'm finna sit here and do a free YouTube video or a free music video? Like, you think anybody finna do some shit for free? Like, what is the value that you're offering? Like, a lot of producers, I seen some shit, like a famous artist and shit, the producer said like, yo, you don't gotta pay me for the beat, but add me as a feature in the song. And then now that's very smart, because now this person, now the producer just makes the beat, but his name is also in the title, so he's getting hella money for that shit. You feel me? And but life after high school, bro, I'm just trying to focus on being productive and shit. Like, a lot of people spend these years partying and just YOLO, living life on the edge or whatever, like just living life like this shit ain't nothing. But I feel like, you're gonna regret that when you get older. Like, I know so many people that are older, like 40 years old and shit like that, and they're like, man, I wish I did things differently. Or I have people that even told me that they didn't start locking in with their life and their goals and shit until they was in their 30s, until some crazy shit happened. Like, all of the older people that I know didn't lock in until later in life. Like, it was motherfuckers making 10 an hour at 22 years old and shit like that. And now people are 30 and they're realizing that, yo, if I would have started sooner, I could have got a lot more shit done. But at the same time, people be having fun and shit. So it's nothing wrong with having fun. Me, bro, a lot of shit ain't fun for me. Like, nigga, that's why I just be on by my lonely and shit. And it ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Like, you feel me? Focus on you and do what you gotta do. If you're focused on your goals, bro, it's so many millionaires that was crazy and only believe in, and they were the only ones that believed in themselves, and that's why they was able to go so far, because nobody else believed in them, but they saw the vision that nobody else did, so they kept working towards it and working towards it. And I feel like that's kind of like the same thing with me. Like, I realized that everybody around me is young, like my brothers and shit, they young, so they trying to do, you know, whatever they trying to do. And at the same time, they might be trying to get rich or focus on this music or do whatever goals that they have in their mind. But I feel like anything that you do, you got to give it your 100%. And you don't even got to give it your 100%, but at least try your best. Like, and being consistent. It's about being consistent, man. And it's kind of hard to be consistent when you're not entirely sure what you're doing, especially if you're lost. Like, if you have a vision of something, but you're not exactly sure how to achieve that vision, or if you have a goal and you're just figuring out the steps, like, it's okay to take time to figure that shit out. And all I'm making this video for is just for me to for me as a reminder. Like, when I was walking home from my jobs and shit like that, I recorded a video and I was like, this is a reminder. Like, yo, I'm gonna look back on this video and I'm gonna be like, man, you remember when we was walking in the snow and in the cold, freezing cold, like, and then I looked back at that video the other day and I was like, man, we did it. We got the car keys and everything, cuz. Got the car keys and everything, cuz. So that was just an accomplishment, and it's just, you know, looking back at the progress that you're making. One thing about me is that I'm always making progress, and I'm always evolving. That's why I got a custom made EV chain, because it reminds me that I'm always evolving and I'm always, you feel me, growing. And you know, that's all that matters, is that you're making progress and you're taking steps towards it. That shit might not happen tomorrow. It might not happen in a week from now, in 6 months, or a year from now. But you gonna look back in 6 months and in a year from now and be like, yo, I did made a whole lot of progress. I'm in a way different position than I was a year ago. And you know, everybody want to be impatient and want this shit now. Like, especially me, I'm very impatient. But sometimes I just got to sit back and relax and actually enjoy the present moment, instead of being lost in my mind and inside of the goals and inside of the sauce. Okay, a lot of people get the shit and get lost in the sauce. You feel me? But you got to stay humble and remember, like, your roots, and always have morals. Always have morals and rules of discipline. You know, things that keep you grounded, because life is like a storm, bro. Sometimes this shit raining, sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's storming, sometimes it's clear as day. You feel me? Like, so during those storming times, you got to have rules and discipline that'll keep you grounded. Because a lot of people, they go through some shit and then they're like, oh, their mind starts taking control of, like, just because something bad is happening just because something bad happened doesn't mean you have to respond to it negatively. It doesn't mean that has to shape the rest of the way. You feel me? Just because something happened doesn't mean that has to change you. And that's why being disciplined and having morals and things like that to stand on and to fall back on. Because if you don't have a strong foundation, then you'll fall for anything. If the foundation isn't strong, bro, then you'll crumble when anything happens. Like, some bad shit happens, everything was going good, then one bad thing happened, and now you're tweaking, and now you don't believe in yourself, you losing this confidence, whatever, and now you think that everything is fucked. But it's only fucked in your mind, because you responding to whatever negative thing happened to you in that negative way. You responding to it and you're reacting to it instead of responding to it with, okay, how can I get out of this? Like, a lot of people think like, damn, bro, like, I remember when I was dead broke, bro, and my car got ran up on and shit. Like, a bunch of shit happened, bro. Like, man, my family was in danger first. Like, just the area that I was in or whatever. Like, some niggas did some shit and shit. And, bro, that shit was like the lowest time of my life. I was fucked up financially, spiritually, bro, emotionally. I was fucked up every single way possibly that there is, bro. I was fucked up. And I just made a song, bro. And that's just what I do, you feel me? And I'm not saying my music is for everybody, bro. That shit really just for me. That's why I have so many unreleased songs and shit. Because I make that junk as a place to vent to, you feel me? Like me and the mic, bro, got a strong relationship. Like this. We really like this, me and the mic. And this shit funny as hell. But yeah, man. Life after 18, or life after high school is about grinding. I feel like a lot of people like to have fun. Go have your fun. Me personally, I'm a keep writing down my goals and seeing what the next step is and how I can reach them and what I can do to become better. If there's something that I want, how can I achieve it? You feel me? That's what I'm focused on during these next few years and things like that. Like, I'm planning on getting a house this year. You feel me? Buying a property. And a lot of people don't got the same mindset. And some motherfuckers are lazy as hell. Some motherfuckers be like, yeah, I want to do this. Yeah, I want to do this. But you got to be careful for the people that only talk and never got action about the things that they, you feel me? Be careful for the people that only talk and never about that action. Because it's a lot of motherfuckers out here like that. And it's a lot of lazy people, bro. So you got to, and remember those rules of discipline that I was talking about, bro. If you are ever in a tough spot and you feel lazy, like, okay, yeah, I'm finna work out, I'm finna go to the gym, and then you not finna go to the gym. Like, one thing that helped me stay consistent with that shit is when I didn't have a car, man, I was walking to that gym every single day. I was riding my push and kick scooter, like, or I was walking when I got off work because the gym was close. So I was walking across the street to the gym and shit, and then I would walk all the way home, like 2 miles. Like, and one day, like, this shit was like a week ago, I didn't feel like going to the gym, bro. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't feel like going in the gym, bro, but I wanted to, but I just didn't want to go because I was being lazy. Bro, I looked at my keys, bro, and I'm like, you remember when you told yourself that when you get a car, you gonna start doing this, you gonna start getting in the gym more, these things, you're gonna make more money, this and this and this. So I looked at my keys and I was like, yo, I promised myself that I was going to do this and I was going to get on my shit when I got this. You feel me? So that's the type of shit that I'm on. And that's the shit that keep me grounded. I went to the gym that day, bro. Nigga, I fucking went 100% working out and shit. Like, and I was grateful that I did that because I